Hello everyone and welcome to the long-awaited review of the official Doctor Who Series 9 television soundtrack, which premiered in the 2015 series. And to accompany the television series, we now have the official Series 9 Doctor Who BBC soundtrack, kindly brought to you by Silva Screen Records. Let's get into the review. So, first of all, let's examine the cover. You have the new Doctor Who Series 11 BBC logo design placed on the slip cover of the the CD case, with the promotional image of Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman used throughout the run of Series 9. Taking a look at the back of the box now, we can see that Disc 1 contains The Magician's Apprentice, The Witch's Familiar, Under the Lake, Before the Flood, The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived. Disc 2 then contains The Zygon Invasion, The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, Face the Raven and Hellbent. Disc 3 then has a whole suite of music dedicated to Heaven Sent, and it's the same for The Husbands of River Song on Disc 4. Then underneath it then you just have, it was brought to you by Silva Screen. I should actually turn it up the other way around. It was brought to you by Silva Screen and BBC Records. I don't know whether it'll focus there, but it just gives you phone numbers and the Silva Screen Music website, and then you have the BBC logo and the DoctorWho.tv website. Opening the case up now, we now see the actual case that encompasses the 4 CDs. Oops. There we have it, BBC Doctor Who Series 9 original official television soundtrack, and then it's the same basically as on the box. Opening the case up now, we see that we have all the music from the first and second episode on Disc 1. Disc 2 is a nice image of Jenna Coleman and Face the Raven. And I should also mention again that this is the image used as part of the Magician's Apprentice for the Series 9 opener. That's a nice image of the trio there, the Missy, the Doctor in the middle, and Jenna Coleman also playing Clara Oswald in Series 9. Taking a look then at the Disc 3, we have Peter Capaldi in his standalone outstanding episode performance as the Doctor in Heaven Sent, and Disc 3 is just a complete suite dedicated to that episode, and it's the same with Disc 4. Now on all the 4 discs you can see that they have the brand new Doctor Who Series 11 logo and the name of the disc, or the disc number, and then original television soundtrack, music memory gold. At some point in this review I will be playing 1 or 2 tracks from the CD. I will do that in the next few minutes, but just discussing the fact of the new logo for the moment. Now I can understand where they're coming from with this, because it took them almost 3 years to release the bloody thing. They have decided to go with the brand new Series 11 logo, obviously hinting at the new era, in this case the arrival of the 13th Doctor this autumn on BBC One. Now, had that been the case at the time, when it was initially supposed to be released back in 2015, they would have used the previous, they would have used Peter Capaldi's logo design at the top of the disc box set. Personally, I like seeing the new logo here on the Series 9 soundtrack. I do think there's a lot of contrast between what's on the box and the actual logo itself. I do think the colours kind of blend in nice with it as well. You have on the front cover here, you have Jenna Coleman, Peter Capaldi, and then you've got explosions in the background. I do think there's a nice contrast between the logo itself and what's the action that's going on in the background. I do think that is a nice touch. Also as well, this isn't the standard edition, so I must mention that as well. This is not the standard edition of the CD release. Obviously, if you were to buy the standard edition, you just get this 4 CDs. But I went for the limited edition, and I got the Stuart Manning retro posters as used for Series 9. The episode runs now. Here on the front cover of this box, or on this booklet rather, we have a nice side portrait of Peter Capaldi in the Sonic sunglasses and brushed up hair, with the eye hands as seen in the first episode of the Series 9, and then we have thanking credits and retro posters designed by Stuart Manning, who has his own YouTube channel and has a few videos up there already. I will link him down below as well, and then what series they're for. I do like this contrast between the light blue background, the white sunglasses, and the purple Capaldi, with the contrast of the black logo on top. Do let me know what you think of that compared to the slipcase cover of the Doctor Who logo. Flicking through it, you can see that there are retro posters used for pretty much every episode. You have one here, The Magician's Apprentice. The next one is The Witch's Familiar with Davros and Capaldi in the background. Next then you have the Under the Lake retro poster, and the Before the Flood, where the Doctor gets turned into a ghost. And then you have The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, The Zygon Invasion, The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, Face the Raven, Hellbent, and Heaven Sent. And then you have The Husbands of River Song. And then there's additional credits here at the back saying artwork by Stuart Manning with thanks to Radio Times, available on as limited edition, prints from bigchiefstudios.co.uk. That does it for the retro posters booklet. I will now take you through the track listings as seen in this booklet right here, with a prominent image of the Doctor on his tank playing his retro guitar. Again, we see the black logo on a slightly white faded background. Let me take you through the tracks. So we've got composer's notes, and then it goes straight into the track listings. So on disc 1 you have The One in a Thousand, Davros Remembers, A Message from Missy, Meeting in the Square, Finding the Doctor, What Have You Done, and then Davros Approaches. You can see also that they have included some nice artwork for this episode. You have Missy there, Davros, the Doctor, some snake dude, and the hand. Then you have the big fish, people, the crew members of the ship in Before the Flood. Yeah, some really stunning artwork being used here. Certainly I don't think we've got any of this with any of the other ones that have been released. Certainly, I've only gotten up as far as this one. I've only gotten them digitally via iTunes. But my God, there were some lovely work going through here. So you've got Sleep No More artwork and the track listings, and the same for Face the Raven and Heaven Sent. Then you've got Clara in the diner, the Gallifreyan Lord. The Doctor enters the diner, and then you've got Clara down in the corner. Then you've got his standalone episode, and then the last one is the Husbands of River Song. Then it's just on the back of the booklet you've got credits, music and written and composed, original composing by Murray Gold with thanks to people at Silva Screen. And then at the side of the booklet you've got a side image of a slightly cut off image of Janet Coleman and Peter Capaldi playing their respective roles during that time. So that is the track listing. I will now play you a few tracks from the CD themselves. And that does it for this review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.